Hold up.
How deep can we go? 'Cause you're pulling me straight down. I'm used to all the pressure.
Hey guys, I want to welcome you back to the Net Cooking Chat hour or show, whatever you want to call it. So guys, today I just want to make sure you guys are all staying safe out there. Make sure you guys make sure you're keeping your social distancing. Make sure you're wearing your mask. And we're gonna get on masks in a moment too, because I am selling some awesome LED masks, guys. So I want you to, I'm gonna have to end at the end. I'm gonna have you guys check it out at the end of this video. But I want to get into this video real quick here. I'm gonna be making brownies. I'm not gonna be certain ingredients. I'm gonna leave out certain ingredients. I'm gonna add. So I'm gonna be using like agave for my sugar. I'm gonna be using like brown sugar, things of that nature. So some ingredients I'm gonna be leaving out. I'm gonna be using some avocado inside of my brownies. So it's gonna be different things. I'm gonna try different things. I don't wanna be the same old way where people do things the same old way all the time. But today we're gonna be talking about your dreams, your talents, and your passions, and those things, and how many of us have set aside those passions, those things we dreamed of for years, and we found ourselves in a situation where we have put those things to the side, because a lot of times we hear people say, well, that's just your hobby and that's nothing that you should pursue. You know, go ahead and get your degree and just find a job that you don't like, that you just, you know, you're not happy in that position. Just go to college, get a degree, and just go to school, go be a doctor, go be a lawyer, go be a nurse, but never those passions, those things that you wake up every day that makes you feel happy. You know, not saying those things make you happy, but it's just that when you're doing those things, you feel good, and you don't even have to want to earn a dollar, because those passions are just so burnt inside of you. So we're going to kind of talk about that and see why so many people are in dead-end jobs and jobs they hate, because they just decided, like, I'm not going to pursue those dreams, those talents that I've had for many years, those passions that I have had for many years, and I've just left them to the side. So we're going to talk about that as we make some brownies here, and Nico is scratching on the door, but I guess it's okay. But anyway, we're going to get started, guys. I'm going to kind of go over some things. So as I begin, I'm going to just kind of talk about the ingredients we're going to be using. I'm about to use 2 cups of gluten-free all-purpose flour inside of my bowl here. As you can see, my bowl is right here. Let me just kind of move some stuff to the side. My bowl is right here. So I'm going to be using 2 cups of gluten-free flour. Let me get my measuring cup. I'll be right back for a second here. All right, I got my measuring cup. I got my blender over here, because I'm going to put the avocado in here because I want to get it smooth. So, guys, I'm going to get the spoons here, my measuring spoons here, and I'm going to get some other things. I like to use some other tools while I'm making my food here. All right, awesome. Okay, I'm going to also use this too. Let me use this. I don't want to use my, oh, did I just break it? Maybe I did. Okay, guys. So anyway, we're going to get to talking. We're going to get to talking in a moment here. Just want to get things together here. All right, so guys, I'm going to go ahead and start with my 2 cups of gluten-free all-purpose flour, which is right here. So I'm going to preheat the oven to 350. All right, so we want to put our 2 cups in here. All right, I got 2 cups to the top. All right, let's see what we got. Whoops, that was a blooper. Anyway, all right, I need a little bit more gluten-free flour in here. All right, I got 2 cups in here. So I'm gonna sit this flour to the side and I'm gonna go ahead and pour my 2 cups of gluten-free flour in there. All right. I wanted some dark chocolate chips, but I did not get any. So we're just gonna have like, I don't want walnuts. I got almonds, cut up almonds. We're gonna put almonds in our brownies, okay? But anyway, so I got 2 cups of gluten-free flour here. So now we're gonna do 1 cup of cocoa powder. So I have 100%. This is cocoa powder that I'm gonna use. This is a Hershey's cocoa. I'm not endorsing anyone, but I use this when I'm making. I even make my own homemade hot chocolate with this. So I'm gonna make some of that on my next video. Some homemade hot chocolate. So you have to use all of those ones that's already made up with all that sugar in it. Well, I'm gonna use like a natural sugar for mine. Miko, you have to get off the table. That's our golden retriever. She likes to jump on the table, like not up on the table, but up on the stool. So I have to say, get down, Miko, get down. So anyway, so guys, I'm gonna use 1 cup of cocoa powder. What are you doing, Miko? You wanna go outside? Okay, we have to have Alex to take you outside. All right. So we're gonna do 1 cup of this. We got 1 cup of this here. Let me make sure. Okay, I got to get a little bit more to give me my 1 cup mark. A little bit more. All right, that's 1 cup. So we got our 1 cup of cocoa powder. I'm gonna put that in there. Awesome, awesome, guys. So anyway, we talked last time about health, but today we're going to talk about our passion and dreams. So real quick, before I put in my next ingredient here, let me just go back here 1 second. Okay, where is my next page at? All right, just a second. All right, I need to pull up my page. All right, here it is. All right. So it's an article that a guy wrote. Let's see, what's his name? This is an article on HRRrevolution.me. So a guy talked about, since we were children, he talked about we've been raised in a society in which people believe that success is to be either an engineer, a doctor, a lawyer, or other, then that is complete failure. So he said definitely many of us were asked during our childhood, because I can remember, I know you guys could too. The type of question was, what do you want to be in the future when you get older? How many of you guys heard that? I know I've heard that so many times. What do you want to be when you grow older? So many of us said, I want to be a doctor, or I want to be a teacher, or I want to be a rapper, or I want to be a basketball player, or I want to be a football player, or I want to be you can go down a list. We have said so many things of what we want to be when we got older. So, but do you want to have the same, or do you want to have the same career as your mother or your father? Because you have heard some people say, well, I'm going to this college because my father went to this college, or I'm going to this college because my mother went to this college. So a lot of people have gotten into careers just because their parents were in that career, or in that school, or in that position, or whatever it may have been. But most times we go into things not because of our own dreams and our own talents. So and things that we have passion for. So or as your father. So honestly, this guy say, honestly, he wasn't so good at answering each question, such question, because there were always other questions that were on his mind. So he was always wondering why he had to be like someone else. What if he wanted to do something completely different? What if he had his own identity? So a lot of times, like I said, we do things because other people want us to do it, and they say, oh, this is good to do. Everybody's doing it, or this is where you're going to make the most money, or doing that what you love to do, it ain't gonna get you anything, and get you no money, ain't gonna get you no success. So a lot of times we follow that thing, and we what I'm gonna say, we neglect, we deactivate our passions, we deactivate our dreams, our talents. But anyway, so a lot of times we neglect our dreams because we want to make someone else happy, or we want to follow the crowd, more to say. So and then, so this guy goes on in this article. This article is called "Our Talents: A Dream or a Nightmare." So he goes on to say that he don't know why people ask, why people need to ask such questions as, "What do you want to be when you get older?" He doesn't understand why people ask such questions. If they were always expecting us to have one of the 2 or 3 answers they want to hear, what if he doesn't want to be any of those things? What if he want to be an actress? What if he wants to be a painter instead? And a lot of times people say, oh, they don't make no money. You don't want to be an artist. Oh, you don't want to. And those are the passions and the things that you always dreamed up inside of you. And it's like people tell you, no, that ain't going to make any money. Don't pursue that. But you don't know where that talent can take you in life. You can't go by what somebody say just because they say, oh, because they look on the outside and they don't know the talents you have. God can take you far. And just because someone else may not have made it in that industry or in that field doesn't mean you won't. So don't allow no one to take away. If you want to go be an actress, be one. If you want to be an artist, if you want to be a designer, if people say, oh, it ain't no money in that industry, in that field, don't allow that to detour you, okay? So I'm just telling you, because you can get in a position and be miserable, and you can hate it, and you can wish that you never ever, and you start resenting people and resent others because people have turned you away from the things that you want to do. So don't listen to those things. So let me finish getting to our recipe, and I'm going to get back to this in just a second here. Just one second. Let me get back to my recipe here. All right, here we go. Let's get back to my recipe. Oops. I think I have to go down like that. Oh, here we go. All right. Okay. So now, guys, I got my 2 cups of gluten-free all-purpose flour in here. I have 1 cup of cocoa powder. Now I'm going to do 2 cups of sugar. My sugar is going to be agave. Okay, guys, I'm gonna rinse my cup out here, my measuring cup, so I can make sure I'm getting the right measurements here. All right, guys. All right, I forgot to buy my baking sheets, so I'm gonna have to make sure I oil the bottom of my pan very well, because I don't like my what I bake sticking to the bottom of the pan. I can't have that. Okay. So I'm gonna do 2 cups. This is agave, guys. This is called Mad Hava. I'm not endorsing them. It just say clean and smile. It's an organic agave. Okay, guys. This is really good for a sweetener that you don't want to use white sugar. Okay. So I'm gonna use 2 cups of this because it says use 2 cups of sugar. So we're gonna of agave. So I'm going to pour that inside of my mix. There we go. So let me rinse my measuring cup out real quick here. I'm going to cut this on for 1 second. There we go. We're going to let that rinse. So I'm going to mix that there. All right, we're going to stir. I'm going to stir it a little here. All right, guys, so that's stirring. Guys, while that's in there, I'm gonna start peeling this avocado, because I want to mix some avocado in my brownie. Avocado is good. All right, guys, I'm just gonna kind of chop my avocado for a moment here before I put it in the blender. Just want to get some of it off of the thing here. Finish talking about this because there's so many people that's in situations where they have given up on their talents and their passions just to pursue things that doesn't make them happy. And you shouldn't be doing that. I mean, of course you got to survive. You got to get you a job and work it just to get through, but you should be working every day towards that passion that you have and not neglecting it. So I'm going to talk about that in just a second. Let me just rinse my hand real quick here. I'm going to get my avocado smooth in the blender. All right, so I'm going to put my avocado in here. What I'm gonna do, I'm gonna add my 1 cup of milk. I'm gonna add 1 cup of milk real quick here. Let me just move this out of my way real quick, guys. I'm gonna add my 1 cup of milk inside of my blender, inside of the blender with the avocado. I'm just gonna add that real quick. Let me rinse this because I don't like to have messy stuff. So I want to rinse this real quick here. All right. All right, guys. All right. So I'm going to get my 1 cup of milk going real quick. 1 cup of milk. Don't jump up there, Miko. 1 cup of milk. 1 lemon juice. All right. A teaspoon of lemon juice. Lemon juice. Where's my lemon? Oh, I got lemon here. A little lemon juice inside of our just a little dab of lemon juice in here. So we're gonna do 1 cup. 1 cup of milk here. Got 1 cup of milk there. And we're gonna squeeze a little teaspoon of lemon juice inside of there. 1 cup of lemon juice. I mean 1 teaspoon. 1 teaspoon of lemon juice. There we go. So guys, I'm gonna put this in this blender. I'm gonna put that in the blender with my avocado. Guys, I've been having taste for brownies, so I said, why not make some, I was gonna go to the Whole Food Market and buy me some brownies, like, they'd be like $2.50 for 1 brownie. But I said, why not just make me a brownie, huh? Why not make some brownies? So, I'm gonna go ahead and blend. Got that blended here. Yeah. So that's all nice and blended here. All right, Miko's looking like, what in the world is going on? Hold on, I got a little bit more that's still chunky in there. My avocado's a little chunky in there. So I need to do it one more time. All right, there we go. That looks beautiful. That looks beautiful, guys. Look at that. Look at that. So, this is going to go in our mix right here. This is going to go in our mix, guys. Yes, it is. All right. What's Miko doing? Miko is being a bad puppy. Miko, What are you doing, Miko? All right. So guys, I'm gonna kind of give this a nice stir. I'm gonna give this a nice stir, guys. That's looking good and smelling good. That's smelling wonderful, guys. So I'm gonna add just a half of, it said a half of a teaspoon of salt. Just a little pinch. I don't even need that much. Just a little pinch of salt. There we go. Just a little pinch. So I'm gonna stir that in there. So now we're gonna add, I'm gonna add one little, is it teaspoon? Hold on 1 second. 1 tablespoon of coffee. 1 tablespoon of coffee. Just one, that's it. All right, guys, so I'm gonna add 1 tablespoon. That's it, coffee. Down, Miko, down. Uh-oh, hold on. Down, down, Miko. Excuse me, guys, down. Oh my goodness, Miko. Let me put this over here. She is getting everything, guys. She is getting everything. She's a busybody, okay? So I add my 1 tablespoon of coffee in there. So guys, now I'm gonna add in here, let's see what we want in here. I'm gonna melt some coconut. I'm gonna melt coconut. No, down, Miko. Down, Miko. Down. Uh-oh. I'm coming around, Miko. No. 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 You're gonna get in your crate. Guys, you gotta excuse me because I'm trying to film with the dog and she's jumping up on everything, guys. So we're gonna do a coconut oil. 1 cup of coconut oil melted. So I'm gonna put coconut oil in here. I gotta do 1 cup of coconut oil melted. How much is 1 cup? Let's see what we got going. All right, let me melt this in the microwave. All right, I'm gonna melt this in the microwave really quick here. Sit that there. All right, we're gonna melt 1 cup of coconut oil. All right, let me stir this on. While that's melting, guys, I'm gonna add 1 teaspoon of vanilla extract. Vanilla extract here, guys. So guys, we're gonna finish talking now. We're gonna finish talking about this because this is, I think we really need to talk about that. 1 teaspoon of vanilla extract. All right, that's melted. All right, let's see if that's 1 cup. That's not 1 cup. We gotta add more coconut oil in there. Uh-oh. Down, Miko. Down. So we're gonna let that finish melting. Okay, guys, so I have 1 teaspoon. 1 teaspoon of vanilla extract. There we go. We got that in there. All right. I got a little mess everywhere, but we're gonna clean it in a minute. We're gonna clean it in a minute. All right. So I got my 1 cup of coconut. Yep, there we go. 1 cup of coconut oil. We're gonna pour that in there. and we're gonna stir. All right, guys. So I'm gonna add. I'm gonna add some almonds. I'm gonna add almonds. There we go. And I'm gonna stir. I want almonds. All right, guys. So we're gonna kind of talk real quick. We're gonna go back to our talents. Okay, so in this article, this guy goes on to say, one day he said he decided to accept the fact that he won't be able to do what he was passionate about, and study what he's not interested in. So that's why he just came to that conclusion, like, hey, I'm just gonna, he won't be able to do that very thing that he was passionate about. He said that he spent all the college years trying to accept it, and he thought that he had already did till he had graduated. And to his surprise, he said he realized that after all those years of studying, he failed to be a part of this, and he had to face the fact that he didn't belong there, and he won't. So everybody think that college is for everybody. College is not for everybody. So he realized that that wasn't really for him, college. And he goes on to say, but when he realized that, and it became clear to him when he realized, and some people just haven't realized that college or studying is not for everybody. Going forward in your passions and those dreams and those talents you have can get you very far if you believe in yourself. If you believe that God has given you those talents for a reason, then if not, you're going to find yourself stuck. You're going to find yourself stuck in somewhere where you're not happy, where you're not growing, where you're not being used in this world, for the common good. So he goes on to saying that during the college year, he said he always thought that he'll forget about his dreams and that his passions was not there anymore. But after that, he said he realized that it never left him. Wow. He realized that it never left him. Sometimes, you guys, some of us feel like, our passions, those things that just when we were even young children and growing up, those things that we just really wanted to do, those passions, those dreams, sometimes it feels like it's left us. You may be feeling like it's left you, but it hasn't. It hasn't gone anywhere. You have removed yourself from the equation, but it hasn't gone anywhere. Those dreams, those passions, those talents are still there. It's just dormant. So now you got to allow it to begin to grow. You got to start chopping down those weeds, all of those things that chokes those dreams, those passions, those things. You got to start cutting the weeds out of your life. Whatever it may be. It might be that dead end job that's holding you back for so many years. You just haven't got the courage to say, hey, I'm letting this job go because it means me no good. I haven't grown. It's been 10 years I've been in the same position and I haven't grown anywhere. I haven't gone anywhere. And this is like the company, the owner is getting richer and richer and I'm just still stuck here. And I'm helping people, but it's time to help myself. It's good to be in a position and it's good to help people. That's what you're supposed to serve and help, but you have to still have some. You got to be miserable while you're serving other people. You just got to be saying, "Oh, woe is my life, woe is me." But everybody is happy. You're serving everybody. You know, that's good. God wants us to be servants, but we still have to be happy too in the process, because it says that God has come to give us life more abundantly. So that means just because we in this life that we got to be sad and we just got to just be, oh, what was me, this, and not helping ourselves. No, that's not what it's about. So guys, I'm about to put these brownies in a pan, but I want to kind of oil my pan a little bit, because I don't want my stuff sticking to the bottom of the pan, because that's not going to be nice at all. So I'm just going to oil my pan at the bottom real quick here. And we're going to finish talking it in a minute. So I'm going to let you guys see the end result later. I will show you guys later on. All right, so Miko is finally falling asleep over there, and that's so cool. All right. So I'm gonna go ahead and put my my stuff in this bowl. I gotta hold it with one hand. So guys, I'll be over there in 1 second. All right, guys, so we're gonna finish talking just a moment. We're gonna finish this conversation in just a moment here, momentarily. Let me just get the brownie in the pan, get it spread around. All right, guys, so I'm gonna be over there in 1 second so we can finish talking in a moment. So guys, don't give up on those dreams. Don't just do something because everybody else wants you to do it, or just because they feel like you will make more money in this field from the other field. Just follow your dreams. That's what I'm gonna say. Follow your passions. Follow those things that God has given you. Follow them dreams that God has given you, those talents that He has given you, because He's given each and every one of us talents and passions. We just have to follow those things. We just have to learn to not be afraid. That's the whole thing. We got so much fear in this world, and then we say, "Oh, I'm not afraid of anything." Yes, you are. You have some fear, you need to get rid of it, because that's the only way it's going to work. All right, so guys, I got my brownie in here. I'm gonna taste it. Oh yeah. That tastes pretty good. That tastes pretty good there. Okay. So I'm gonna go ahead and add that in the oven. Open my oven. I'm gonna put that at the top. All right, so I'm about to clean up the mess while I'm talking to you guys real quick here, because I don't really like a lot of mess when I'm making recipes. So guys, you want to make sure again that you don't find yourself in a situation like this guy. He said during his college years, he said that he had always thought that he would forget about his dreams, like, because you were so in that rigmarole. You were going to school every day, you're studying, and you have literally set your dreams to the side. You have said, okay, this is your dream. This is your dream here. This is your dream. And this is your school and your studying right here. This is what you first you had this, your dream, before you had this school, studying school. This has been inside of you since birth. Your dream, your talent, that's been inside of you since birth. But here's school right here. School comes along, and now they are right next to each other. School. So this thing that you have had for forever, since you were born, but it just wasn't developed yet. But here it is. Here's the study. This is school. So now you got a choice right here. So you put this. This is getting in the front of you now, of your dreams, of your talents. This is now in front of your dreams and talents now. Okay. So now you have abandoned the thing that you was born to do. Well, that's inside of you. You have abandoned it. You have left it. So this is school. School has gotten the center of everything now. Studying, everything. So your dreams are all to the side now. You don't even see the dream anymore. Where's the dream at now? Where's the dream? All you see is studying. I don't see the dream. The dream is here. I'm not even gonna move it. The dream is really here, but it's so far back that you don't see it. But it hasn't gone anywhere. It's been here all along. So now you realize that it's been here all along. So that's what he's saying in this article. He's saying, during my college years, I've always thought that I forgot about my dreams. And he said that my passion was not there anymore. But after that, I realized that it never left me. It was always there, but it was just buried in the bottom of my heart till further notice. So how many of you have dreams that's buried in the bottom of your heart, just going unnoticed because you got so much to do now? I mean, school, work, family, career, but your dreams, this is the thing that propels you in life. This dream is there, but you just forgot all about it. So he said, I found out that the time I spent doing the one thing I love is the only time he feel the power of his passion. Let me read that again. He said, I found out that the time I spend doing one thing I love is the only time I feel the power of my passion. Wow, that's deep. That is so deep. He said he feel literally alive, and that his wild soul could never be tamed. But this used to happen only in his spare time, till one day he entered a bookshop and he read those words at the back of a book that he saw by accident. So I guess this is what the book said. This is what the book said. It says, when someone you love plans a path for you, don't follow. He wants to see himself in you. Gratitude and acceptance don't build great edifies. There's something different inside you. Something deserves to take care of, because it was meant only for you, and you were meant only for it. Wow, let me read that again. He said when he seen this in the back of a book, he seen these same exact words in the back. He said, when someone you love plan a path for you, don't follow. He wants to see himself in you. Gratitude and acceptance don't build great edifies. There's something different inside you. Something deserves to take care of. It says something different inside you. Something deserves to take care of, because it was meant only for you, and you were meant only for it. Wow, that's deep. Just let that resonate for a moment. Their words came. So he said that when he seen that in the back of that book, he said those words came to him just on time. Sometimes we need a word just on time, just in season. The Bible talks about a word being in due season. We need that word in due season. He needed that word at that particular moment in his time. So this might be your word in that particular moment of time. I don't know. It could be somebody's word. Maybe it's my word. I don't know. But I'm just saying. He said those words came to him just on time. It didn't come just in time. It came just on time. So that's a difference from in time and on time, okay? So he says right there, as I believe in destiny message, he said, I consider these words as one of them, a destiny message. Some of us just need a destiny message, a message that's meant for us, that's right there, right on time, that propels us to our next level, that helps us to focus more on our dreams, our talents, our goals that God has given us. And we can set aside those things that continue to distract us and stagnate us, to get us nowhere, where we're stuck. We don't want to do that any longer. So he says right here, he said, I decided to cut it short and ask myself a few simple questions. Ask yourself a few simple questions too. He said, what if I don't follow my passion? What if I spend the rest of my life doing nothing but accepting and accepting? What would be the consequences? Will I regret it? Yeah. Will I choose to blame others instead of blaming myself? At that moment, he said he found himself answering with yes, I will regret it. And my dreams will turn into nightmare. Ooh. Wow. Don't let your dreams turn into nightmares. I'm telling you. Don't allow, no matter how many times someone shut the door in your face, don't let your dreams turn into nightmare. Trust me. Oh, I know about it. I know I have a talent and passion for writing movie scripts. And I've sent my stuff, and the people have stolen my stuff because I've sent my things to people and I've never heard back from them. And they have my ideas. They have my ideas. How you have the audacity, you have the laws to it is my fault, but I have my stuff copywritten, but still people still could take your stuff and they can twist it up and change it up and make it theirs and say they already had the idea. So the point is that people don't allow stuff like that to discourage you, because I felt very discouraged. I felt like just never writing a screenplay ever again. Just say that no one will give you a chance. It's not really about other people giving you a chance. You have to do it for you. You have to work that thing like never before, because nobody's going to give you anything. I've learned that and I know that. So I don't depend on people like, come on, read my script or allow me to come produce this for me. I got to do it myself with the help of, so I have to, that's where I got to look at this. So he says right here, he decided to cut it short, and he asked himself a few questions. He said, what if I don't follow my passion? What if I spend the rest of my life doing nothing but accepting and accepting? What will be the consequences? Will I regret? And at that moment, he said he found himself answering, yes, I will regret, and my dreams will turn into nightmare. I don't want to do this to myself. In years from now, I don't want to be this old woman. Okay, it's a lady that wrote this article. I thought it was a he. It was a lady. She says that I don't want to be this old woman who spent her whole life in vain. Wow. Her whole life in vain. She said, I don't want to be that woman. She said, I want to be remembered. I want to do what makes people feel I'm still alive, even when I'm not. I want to succeed and win awards. Why not? Some people say, oh, life is about to be ended. It's doom and gloom. Look at what's going on, the pandemic. Oh, look what's coming down. Yeah, those things are real. It's going to happen anyway. But do I stop living my life because of all the chaos all around me? As long as my focus is on God and I'm listening to what he wants me to do in this time, none of that stuff moves me. Nothing that's going on, it moves me, okay? And I'm not going to be afraid. I'm not going to be fearful. I'm not going to say, put the brakes on. Just say, let's stop life. Just stop life, okay? Just go in the hole and just go lay up in the hole and just like life, the rest of life pass you by because of what's going on around you. No, I'm not doing it. If you want to do it, you can do it. I want to travel the world. I don't care. Yeah, the pandemic is going on. And what about it? I understand it's a sensitive time and people are dying. I understand that. I take that seriously. But I can't stop living life. I can't. So I might as well just say forget everything. What's the work? What's the sense of even being here if you can't live life? What's the sense of if you can't enjoy life, what's the sense of being here anymore? That doesn't make sense to me. So she says right here, she said, I want to be remembered. I want to do what makes people feel I'm still alive, even when I'm not. I want to succeed and win awards. It's the law. She said, when we believe in our dreams, fight for them, and we struggle to reach them, that's when we deserve to have our dreams coming true. She said, when we fight for them, when we struggle, when we reach them. She said, it's like if we believe in our dreams, we fight for them. We struggle, we reach for them. We reach for them. We don't sit there and say, one day I'm not going to be at this dead end job for 11 years. But then 11 more years pass and you keep saying the same thing. Oh, I'm going to tell you, I had a friend. I was in the county health department for 11 years. And it was just a lot of craziness going on. Furlough days, reconstruction of the organization. They filed Chapter 11 and so forth. The state was talking about taking over. It was a lot going on. I had a lot of fear at that time. I left after 11 years. I could have stayed there longer. I could have stayed there. I had great benefits. Oh, it was laid back. I would get 2 weeks vacation with pay, all of that. But I made a choice to say, no, I have dreams. I believe God has given me more than this. So I had a friend, because we were always really close. We would go out to lunch. We was really, really close. And she would always say, I'm leaving. And, because we both would say, we leaving. And finally, one day I left for good. And she was still there. And it was like, 7 years that passed since I had left. And she was still there. She kept, every time I would talk to her, she would say that she's leaving. And she would never, ever leave. And she was always stuck in that dead end situation. It wasn't going anywhere. She would always say, this is not right. This ain't going right. They're cutting this, they're cutting that, but she'll say she'll still be there. So that's how some of you, many of you are. You're still stuck. And your dreams are just, they're back here. Your dreams, your passions are still here, but you're way somewhere up there because it hasn't left. It hasn't gone anywhere. So how long are you going to stay in that stuck situation without pursuing your passions? You have to answer that question. You have to have a wake-up call like she had. This lady in this article had a wake-up call. You got to have a wake-up call. So it says right here, she said, that's when she decided, when I decided to listen to, that inner man, the Holy Spirit is what gives you that. You have to be listening, He gives you wisdom, he gives you words, he gives you instructions. So she said, which keeps whispering to her, follow your dreams no matter what, and to be wholly devoted to your passion, regardless of what people say or think. Some think she was insane. She said, some people think, oh, you crazy. You gonna sit here, quit your job, and you gonna pursue that dream? Like, what you doing? What you selling books? Oh, what you doing? You trying to start a business? You trying to invent a product that's never gonna get off the ground? This is those naysayers, those people who negative and don't want nothing in life, but they want to bring you down. You gotta say, you gotta get that out. You gotta get that out your ears. You gotta get that out your ears. You have to get that out your ears. And so here she says right here, those people who say that think, regardless of what, you have to go whatever. You got to go towards that passion, regardless of what people say or think. Some think that she was insane. Others think that she's lost. And then she said, I think I'm neither. She thinks she's not insane, and she thinks she's not lost because she's going towards her passions and her dreams. So she says, I'm just destined to have different and sometimes weird dreams. And that doesn't mean I'm lost. I know it. She said, but I'm on my way. Are you on your way? Are you on your way? Okay? You have to ask yourself that question. Are you on your way, or are you just going to stay where you are? Which one? Are you on your way? So that's what she had to realize. She was on her way. No matter what people thought of her, people hated on her. There's a lot of hating people all around you. I'm reading this book now. It's deep. It says, you know how they say keep your enemies close? Your friends, those ones that's real close, those are the ones you gotta keep far away. Okay, because those are the ones that mean you no good. You know, the enemies, you can use your enemies to get you to the next level. Okay, you can use your enemies to help you shine and get to the next level. Trust me. But those friends, those families, those ones that's close by you that stab you in the back, watch them ones. Keep them far away because they'll try to kill you. They'll try to kill your dreams. They'll try to kill your talents, your motivation, those things. Don't trust those ones right there, okay? So anyway, be on your way. Be on your way, okay? Your dreams, your passion has not left. You have left them behind. It hasn't left you behind. You have left it behind. So that's the word of encouragement today. So I'm going to thank you all for coming into my kitchen while I make some brownies. And I'm waiting on them to come out of the oven. So I will be letting you guys know the outcome. I'm going to show you some pictures when they're done. So until next time, peace. Be safe.